Plenty of money around for this horse, and it would suggest that despite the long absence, she's ready to do herself justice.
I'm going with Salsita as well. I also like the 9 Girl Downstairs. I'm willing to watch Be Mine this time around.
All right, I'm landing on Girl Downstairs to the outside as they're loading into the gate, and we head up to Trevor Denman for the call.
Ava 47 on the outside. Okay, Doll second last. They've loaded quickly. The last one will be Girl Downstairs. Girl Downstairs going in. They're all in. And away they go to a good beginning. Khaleesi bounced out the inside gate, and Khaleesi will go straight to the front, joined now by Rooms. Between runners, OK Doll, and on the far side, Ava 47. 4 of them line up on the lead. Here's Be Mine getting a good spot, 5th, right behind the leaders. Then it's Girl Downstairs, Salsita second last, and Lynne's Legacy's the trailer, 8 off the lead. They head to the 3/4 pole, and Khaleesi along the inside and Rooms on the far side. Khaleesi and Rooms ensure a good pace. OK Doll is now tucked in 3rd, Ava 47 right there 4th. Here's Be Mine in the 5th spot, no more than 4 lengths off that leader. Racing up alongside of her comes Girl Downstairs. Then we come back to Ava 47, 5 lengths covers all those runners, and Lynne's Legacy is last. They run to the half-mile pole, and Rooms on the far side. Khaleesi at the rail still take them along. Ava 47 right there in 3rd. OK Doll biding her time 4th at the rail. In behind that we have Salsita. Be Mine has still got 4.5 to make up. Girl Downstairs making a run wide out. There goes Girl Downstairs, and Girl Downstairs all the way up to 3rd now. And Lynne's Legacy starting to run on from behind. They've bunched up with a 1/4 mile to go. Rooms and Khaleesi down at the rail, still the leaders. On the far side, Girl Downstairs, Ava 47 having to be ridden along. Be Mine is battling now, going to pull to the grandstand side, got some work to do. They are coming to the top of the lane now, and Girl Downstairs strikes the front. Here's Lynne's Legacy from last. Girl Downstairs, Lynne's Legacy, Salsita flying at the rail, Salsita flying at the rail, Girl Downstairs, close, Salsita, Girl Downstairs, Lynne's Legacy right there 3rd, and Be Mine had to settle for 4th.
Well, that was a close finish. We saw Salita rallying up from the inside and Girl Downstairs. Guys, what do you think?
Well, I'll be honest, I'm a terrible judge in photo finishes, but I think 7 might have just got up on the inside Salsita. We'll have a look at the closing stages once again. My initial impression was that she did just nose her way to the front when it mattered most, right on the wire, but looking at it again, I don't know. That is very, very close, and I'm probably wrong.
I would agree with the 7. And again, Joel Rosario, a strong finisher, didn't have the cleanest trip. It took him a while to find clear sailing, find daylight with this horse. I didn't think she was going to get there. I thought the 9, Girl Downstairs, was home free. And then the 3 was flying on the outside, Lynne's Legacy, for Victor Espinosa at a price as well. But I think when the dust settles, we're going to get 5-1 on the 7, which I think is a tremendous price. Not a good performance at all by Be Mine. Did not see a visible excuse.
Exactly, and she almost looked a bit lethargic in the early stages as well, and then she just really never picked up the pieces, guys.
I mean, simply rustiness, probably. You know, been off for a year, and, you know, first day back at school after a while, and perhaps just a bit of rustiness there. I actually think Joel Rosario on Salsita has ridden a really good race on that filly, because at a crucial part in the race, he just sort of kept her humoured, kept her entertained, and then he was in a position where, for all that she had to make up a lot of ground, his filly was in the right spot to make up that ground. And I think the question you posed before with regards to one eye on the future with this course, I think once again we've seen another example that with the Breeders' Cup races to come over the next 48 hours, this is riding quick, but it's fair.
It was an honest pace, and we saw a horse win from off of that pace on the inside. The horse that ran second was several lengths out of it as well, kind of got first run on the eventual winner. I wouldn't say that the race fell apart, because I do think the horses that were up there mixing it up early weren't the ones that were supposed to run well in the first place.
Yeah, they were long shots as well. Obviously the 1 and the 6, they were kind of vying up front. It looked like there were several horses who were trying to make that lead position going into the first turn, and the race kind of shifted from there. But I'll say Salsita and Joel Rosario. When Joel Rosario is on his A game, there's no better finisher than him on any surface, I think.
And I think when you're handicapping this race, you see that, Evan Roman had been riding this horse well. He had a victory. He was close in the last couple of races. Jerry Hollendorfer and Joel Rosario don't team up very often. So when they do in a situation like this, it's circumstantial. And this horse may have needed that extra little oomph in the stretch, and that's kind of exactly what we saw. And if you played Salsita, you're rewarded at $12.
And she also probably liked a little bit more distance in the flat mile in her past 3 starts as well. But there are the results. Salsita paying $12. And as you said, Joe, in terms of the pick 4, you kind of wanted to try to beat the favorite. Well, that's a pretty nice return.
Yeah, that price floated up. I mean, we were looking at 3-1 at one point, and then I think what Ollie had said going into the starting gate was people were starting to look at the class, and the price started to come down on Be Mine from 8-5, 7-5, 6-5, which allowed the price on this winner to float up to 5-1. How does that translate into pick 4? I'm not quite so sure, but I'd be thrilled to be alive right now.
I would too, that's for sure. But definitely a formful way there. Salsita getting the victory for Joel Rosario and Jerry Hollendorfer. Of course, Jerry Hollendorfer hoping to have a good weekend, sending out Unique Bella in the filly and mare sprint. So it's going to be a very interesting weekend, but a good way to kick off that late pick 4. And yeah, we'll see what happens here. These results are brought to you by Twin Spires. Those are your official results. Salsita, Girl Downstairs, and Lynne's Legacy rounding out the trifecta. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back with race 6 after this.